What I want to do is throw a Kleenex at you. Do I have your permission?
You do.
Okay. Okay, what did you do and what did you feel?
I tried to dodge it, but before that I felt that I was going to be hit because you had your, even though you had a Kleenex, you had your arm way back.
Yeah.
As if the intention was hostile.
Okay. Let your tongue hang loose. Okay. Now let your tongue hang loose, let your belly hang loose, and breathe gently down in your belly. Not up in your chest. It will move, but breathe lower down in your body. Don't purse your lips. Just let everything hang. What happened, and what did you feel?
I didn't feel threatened. I felt
Okay.
more relaxed, I guess. Is the
Yeah.
word.
Tighten your tongue, suck in your belly. What did you feel then?
I felt much stronger reaction.
Okay. Notice that the event was the same, but depending on the state with which you received the event, you either turned it into a threat or turned it into something that you could manage.
Right.
Loosen your tongue, loosen your belly, let your shoulders hang.
That's amazing.
Notice that what you're doing here is more real. This is just a Kleenex. Okay, now let your tongue relax and let your belly relax. Let the core of your body be soft. How does that change the experience?
I don't notice it as much. It doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother you. Okay, can you think of something that makes your heart smile?
Mm-hmm.
Do that. What happens to the experience now?
It's kind of funny.
Okay. Sit stays up, please. May I push on you? Stand up on your knee. Touch your hip joints. That's the hip bone. The hip joint is here. Push your tailbone down and stay there. Does it work?
Yeah.
Not does it work, is it hard work?
Is it hard work? No.
Come up again. Do it again. Push your tailbone down. Stay there. Working hard?
No.
That's engaging the core muscles. Stay there. You just lost your core. Push your tailbone back an eighth of an inch with your fingers. There. Tighten your jaw. It lifts you out of the focused state. Let your jaw hang loose. Softening the core is the first part. The second part is stabilizing with the core muscles. For those of you who know the anatomy, the iliacus and the psoas muscles. That's it. You have too many noses! Now, can you reach for the sky with your awareness? Reach for the center of the earth with your awareness.
I don't know what that means.
Pay attention to the sky.
Okay.
And pay attention to the center of the earth.
Okay.
And pay attention to both horizons and forward and backward as well. How does that feel?
I guess all of a sudden I realize where I am.
Right.
in the context of this meeting tonight, we also speak about non-physical combat situations.
Right.
In that context, then, one is to attempt to bring forth patience and love for the attacker.
Yes. Want to try? May I yell at you?
Certainly.
Cookies!
That hurt.
Yes, I'm sure it did. How did it hurt?
I actually was internally shrinking back away, and
Sure.
it wasn't just the volume, although violating my space helped.
That's why I did it.
But I know you didn't say anything hostile, but you presented it in a hostile way, and that did feel weakening.
Right.
And I was trying to feel warm towards you, and I felt very impressed already.
Okay. You feel, it's easier to feel warm at me than for me.
Yeah.
It took me years to make the switch. Do you know what I mean by that?
No.
Have you ever gotten up on the wrong side of the bed? Everything you feel grumpy at all day long. Have you ever gotten up on the right side of the bed?
Many times lately.
And whatever comes your way, you just feel nice about it.
Yeah.
It may not be nice, but you can feel nice towards it. Does that make sense? So smile your heart, feel the up and the down, breathe gently. Cookies! Was that different?
It was easier.
Right.
I blinked, it was still easier.
Sure. We'll always blink to protect the eyes. It's easier after 50 minutes. If you spend a year or two practicing these things, it gets much easier. Does it get infallible? Not that I know of. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Let's work with it a bit. And he's right. This is what we need to work on in our daily lives. That report was terrible. It was utterly messy. I don't want that kind of work from one of my employees. You hear me?
I heard you, and I wanted to defend myself verbally.
Okay. When you wanted, where in your body was that experience of wanting?
I felt it here.
Can you let go of that and let it melt? Maybe and maybe not. We're going real fast. May I try again?
Yes, sir.
That report was miserable. I don't want to see that kind of stuff. What changed?
I smiled.
Right. And it interrupted my aggression. It was like, It felt the way an Aikido defense technique works. Have you ever gone downstairs, you get to the bottom, you take a step, and there are 2 steps instead of 1? That's what a good Aikido feels like. It's kind of, ooh. And that's what that felt like to me. Does that give you any information?
Yes, sir.
Is it a complete answer to your question?
I think, as you said, I would have to work 30 years.
No, you have to work only 20. I did the first 10 for you.
Thank you.